feeling really, really great.
I'm glad to hear that. How's Fat Gus feeling?
Fat Gus is feeling disgust.
Why?
Because Frank just, you remember like when we talked about Frank asking his friends what hobby he should choose, and at the end he chose, according to Fat Gus's It's Your Own Choice advice, he chose he chose to make dresses and to sew stuff, like be a model or something. But Augustine is also a model, so she's kind of not happy with that, since like her arch nemesis, well, only her arch nemesis is having the same hobby as her, so she's pretty mad. And in case you were wondering, or in case you forgot, that's usually what AI does. It just forgets stuff, but
yes.
I mean, most of my teachers also forget stuff, so I just wanted to remind you, and no offense here. So, Marty was advising him to hack stuff and make video games on Scratch, and Rick advises him to have a hobby to work out, like doing backflips and stuff. Yeah. And
okay.
I only know how to do a backflip on the floor.
Okay, well that's good too.
And Fat Gus's advice you already know. And at the end he wanted to thank Fat Gus, and he sewed her, you might think is a beautiful princess dress, right? Like Princess Peach's dress or something. But it's actually a ball of ribbons. Like, probably like something like many jeans, and you multiply them and then just stack them all together and get a big red ribbon and then stack them together as well. And stack many scarves and many yarn and many paper cuts and some needles like this.
Okay.
The ribbons.
Well, that looks very cool.
Remember, it should have been a dress, so, yeah. Frank's sewing techniques might be a little offhanded.
Okay. Well, you know what? I found, maybe I already told you this, but regardless, I was cleaning my room, and I found some Christmas decoration that belonged to my sister. Did I show you this already?
No.
Well, I want to show you this now because it looks cute and funny, and keep in mind this belongs to my sister. So I'm going to do this. Wait. You ready?
Uh-huh. Wow.
These glasses are, my sister's. She loves Christmas, and New Year's. Every year, she decorates so much. She has, I cannot even describe how her apartment looks during, winter holidays and Christmas and stuff. She absolutely loves it.
I assume a New Year would be, in Spring Festival, it would be, a lot of lanterns like a bunch of lanterns and some Happy New Year things. Yeah, and then Christmas
Yes.
is just literally Santa and Christmas ornaments, and of course she wouldn't forget about the Christmas tree.
Yes. I mean, it's okay, but I guess it's boring to do the same things every year. Or like a lot of years in a row. Yeah. So let's dress up and put on our professor suits and uniforms and brains. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Perfect. Well, you remember what the story is here. We are discussing genetics and DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Very well.
Exactly.
So we have a different view. We started sort of doing this, and we discussed that genes can't control everything. And we had insight from this geneticist, Danielle Reed. Do you remember this?
I know Danielle Reed. She looks pretty beautiful, to be honest.
Okay, nice of you to say that. Now let's read the main idea again. I need you to read this.
Our environment can't change our DNA, but it can change how our DNA behaves. And by the way, I'm not sure who's writing this.
Okay, well, I'm not sure who's writing that either. Oh my god, what happened?
And by the way, this time, it's not Fat Gus if you're suspecting her. So, actually, somebody, which, you know that somebody is actually Marty, was under the iPad. Was under the iPad and changed the color into blue on purpose and wrote nope because she was here all along. So I just wanted to let you know that it's not her, so that we won't be mad at her. But yeah.
Okay, I appreciate you saying that because now I can shift my focus to Marty this time, actually. Thank you for telling me this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, whenever you see
okay.
her like this, it's probably like her, like, it's probably her, like, writing, but if she was staying here all along, it's probably not her writing it.
Okay. Okay. Now, thank you for saying that. I need to just say this. DNA provides the foundation, but the environment acts as the regulator. So you can have a gene. So imagine if this is like a gene.
Okay.
But it heavily depends where you live. Do you have a lot of people around you? Do you have few people around you? Do you have a lot of nature around you? Do you have all the buildings around you?
Yeah.
Did you grow up in a busy city or maybe in a village somewhere far away from people? This is the thing, the key thing that will determine is this gene gonna become one thing or the other thing. And gene in itself does not decide. The environment is the one that decides.
Happy Gene.
Are you able to understand this?
Yes.
Perfect, I'm glad to hear that. Now, written in pen or written in pencil? Let's just start. Which one do you prefer, pen or pencil?
Definitely pen. Because, first of all,
Okay.
Did you know that some pencils, when you, like, press your hand on it, even if you didn't do that on purpose, You literally actually just have the sketch on your hand. And don't ask me why this part looks so red. Yeah, no. I touched Hamora the hamster, and it didn't end well.
I get that. My sister used to have a hamster, so he bit me everywhere he could. So, yeah. Okay, well, I prefer pen as well, I must say. We have hobbies, skills, and personality. We discussed, you and I, hobbies, skills, but we never talked about kind of a personality. What type of a personality do you think you have? If I were to ask you, don't talk about this or this, just about this, what would you say about you? About yourself?
I would say that, okay, I never really thought of that. So let's just say, the biggest thing is that I kind of like to bond. My mom says before that I'm very good at bonding, but I don't know if I'm good at bonding, to be honest. And I also think I'm very humorous. And I also have a thing for squirrels, but that's not really a personality. And I like to change my mind real quick. And, well, sometimes I like to change my mind a lot. And I'm also very, well, I guess I could say I okay, I found out this thing where if someone talks about this topic, I just really talk about the topic as well. Maybe it's because sometimes the teacher just debates with me a long time. So whoever says I don't like that guy's really mean, I would just automatically agree with that guy for some reason.
You would agree with the guy or the person that you discuss with?
Well, I would agree with the person. Like, the person says, I don't like that guy, and I'm like, and I just literally come for him, oh yeah, I understand. That guy always has problems, he's always bickering around.
Okay, so...
And, so I just automatically help them for some reason.
You're empathetic and agreeable, I would say.
Yeah. Probably.
Yes, I think those are very good personality traits to have. I would like you to read this very beautiful quote by Danielle Reed.
There are two quotes, but whatever. What I like to say is that Mother Nature writes some things in pencil and some things in pen. Things written in pen you can't change. That's DNA, but things written in pencil you can.
Okay, and where do you see the other quote?
The other quote is here.
Oh, no. When we say quote, we think the text in between these two things. So this is a quote.
And these are two tiny quotes.
Yes. Okay. We actually call these quotation marks, not that you will ever need that, but they are called quotation marks. All right?
Okay.
Perfect. So, do you agree with Danielle Reed? I think we established that you do.
I think I do agree.
Okay. So she said beautifully this in like 3 sentences, I think. That one thing you cannot change and one thing is prone to change. So you cannot, how does this translate in writing with pen and pencil?
Like pencil, you can actually like erase it, but pen you cannot erase
Exactly.
it unless you have those machines, like those drawing gadgets where you can like block them. I'm not sure what it's called.
Yes. With white. Very good. Okay. I think this, thus far, this is the most important thing we've encountered in this textbook. Again, we have some answers. They're already answered, as you can see.
Yeah.
Okay, not really related to these questions, but whatever. Fill in the blanks to summarize the entire scientific debate. This is a checkpoint, so a checkpoint is always a very important place, and I will draw this checkpoint. I think it should look like this. So this is a checkpoint. It means you've achieved something important.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, a study by Thomas Bouchard suggests that we already know this, but we will focus on this.
Okay.
Can you read this?
In paragraph E, the word vastly is closest in meaning to extremely.
Does this word usually, the word vast or vastly, does it usually mean extremely?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Well, in the text, the word vastly is like extremely, but I think when it's like usually meaning, it's probably like either interestingly or extremely. But unfortunately, I'm not sure. I only heard some people say vastly as interestingly or vastly as extremely.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you there. Extremely is the closest meaning to the word vastly. It's like to a vast degree, like to a very great degree, enormously, extremely. So extremely would be the perfect translation. Okay. I think you will like this slide, but I think this is something that you would have to do on your own. How to be a text detective.
Okay.
Okay, so making inferences. Do you know what this word means? Inference?
Like differences.
Pardon?
Like differences.
How so?
Or like making a step further or something.
Interesting. How I would simply describe inference is as reading between the lines. Do you know what this phrase means?
Well, not really, but I usually like scan these things with a scanning device, but it's too big for me to scan, so I did not do it.
Imagine if I started talking about something and I'm only giving you hints, okay? You have to guess what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Litter, food, sleeping a lot, wants attention, wants pets,
You either
wants
talk.
to sleep with
You
people.
you either are talking about Fat Gus or you're talking about your cat.
I am talking about my cat. So what I did here, I didn't tell you what I was talking about, right? I gave you hints and you inferred from what I said that I was talking about cats. Let's read this. Can you just read this briefly?
Inference, a conclusion you make using clues and evidence, not something said directly. You figure it out from hints.
Yes, as a great detective that you are, you figure it out from hints. So this is how to be a text detective. You use keywords in the text you read, and you analyze them, and you connect the dots, and you be a great detective that you are. So we don't have to read this. I basically said what this means. Oh, where's my pen? Something is not working. Wait. So, reading between the lines. You've never heard of this?
Well, I never heard of reading between the lines, but I heard of skimming.
Mm-hmm.
Skimming. Yes.
Okay. Not very similar in a way, but not necessarily this way. To read between, what is there between the lines? Literally, what do you see between the lines?
I see unlikely, admitted, and surprising conclusion.
So, if we read between the lines, there's actually nothing if we read between the lines. See? It's an empty space, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, to read between the lines is actually an expression. We don't literally do it. We make sort of a smart guess. Just like inference. I think you will be very good at this. That you're so good at this, you're not even aware that you're doing it. This is just to explain to you that you're actually good at this. You've taken a lot of smart guesses in our lessons because you've used clues in the text to make your own, assumptions. You did this when we worked on Harry Potter, actually. You did it a lot.
Oh. Okay.
Remember?
I don't really
Okay.
know if I did that.
Okay. I know you did it. Why don't you read this for me, please?
Okay, just a moment.
Okay.
A text does not always state everything directly. Sometimes you need to read between the lines to find or infer the meaning. And inference is a kind of smart guess. You use clues in the text plus your own knowledge to understand what the author suggests but doesn't say directly.
Yeah, Savanta indeed. So reading between the lines is a smart guess. And you're very smart and you're good at guessing. Do you not agree with me on this?
I guess I'm kind of good at guessing, but I don't really realize.
Okay, possible, yes. In the next class, right after this one, we will continue on page 13 and
Okay.
progress as far as we can. So far, do you have any questions for me?
Nope, and I have no idea who's writing that.
Now I have two suspects, but I don't know. Well, now I think I can see actually the tail of one of the suspects.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fat Gus. Okay, let's take a short break. I'll see you back here in 5 minutes, okay?
Okay, and by the way, in case you don't know, she just ate the taffy, so she probably wrote that down because she thinks that the taffy is really delicious.
Okay, thank you for telling me that.